want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Hey, welcome back. The Ray Lucia Show, bringing you the best in money information. Today we're talking about retirement. And, if you're middle class, upper middle class, an accredited investor, lots of really, really interesting things that you can do with respect and regard to your retirement. And today we're discussing a new study that's out. It's not really that new, it's a couple months old, that pretty much says you can retire, and if you do, your health will improve. Now, I would venture a guess that if you live, in Buffalo, New York, retirement for you is probably not going to be as much fun or as healthy as if you could live in the tropics and have the sunshine, 360 days per year and live in 80-degree temperature year round. Beautiful oceans. Well, that's what Alex Wilson dreams of every day. But the difference between his dream and my dream, his is a reality. Alex, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm very well. Good morning. Nice to be here.
It's good to have you in studio. I said that somewhat facetiously, but it's true. You own a lot of real estate in Central America. You've built many, many houses down there. Your partner lives down there full time. You live in Orange County, California, the rest of the time. But you have found a paradise, and you've done so in a place that the last person on earth would think would be one of the top probably 5 spots in the world that individuals are retiring to today.
Yeah, Central America is a really unique place, and particularly Nicaragua. Most North Americans, of course, remember the 70s and the 80s, when Nicaragua really was just having its revolution to free itself from the shackles of a dictatorship. But that's 26, 28 years ago now, and so it's a remarkable transformation rate that's occurred. And of course, Nicaragua being the largest of all the Central American countries, Costa Rica's right next door, Panama's just below it. It has everything that those countries have offered, and they've offered some wonderful things for retirees. Costa Rica started this craze maybe 40 years ago, giving tax incentives, giving retirees benefits to come down and live in their country. Panama followed suit, and now it's Nicaragua's turn, and it's a very safe, peaceful place. They love Americans. It's very misunderstood. The perception is one thing, the reality is something completely different. So if you're looking for an affordable retirement destination, Central America should now be on everybody's radar.
See, I'm looking for investment opportunity, to be honest with you, because when I think about Central America, I'm thinking about, like you said, Costa Rica 30 years ago. And it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I've never been there, but I've seen these pictures, and I have a really close friend who's got a house in Costa Rica. He goes every year for, maybe a month or two at 2 different times, and he comes back and just raves about how fantastic it is and how inexpensive it used to be. But now, he said, it's kind of like living in California.
Well, Costa Rica has got expensive, there's no doubt about that. Nicaragua has not. I go down often, 10, 12, 15 times a year, and like you said, my partner from Huntington Beach, he's moved, he's not coming back. He's married to a Nicaraguan, they have a family, he's just in heaven. And when I go for 5 or 6 days at a time, I take $100 with me. And it lasts for the whole week, and that's eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, a beer's only $1 on the beach. And so it's very, very affordable. Now, of course, the standard of living is not to the extreme that we're used to here. Of course it's not. It's still a third world country. But the quality of life, that's the important thing when you're retiring. The quality of life that you have, in my opinion, is far superior.
Alex Wilson, my special guest. Now, Alex is a businessman and started in the real estate business down in Central America. Now, you've owned property in Belize and other places as well, but you've gravitated toward the most reasonable, most affordable, and I think, based on what you've shown me, one of the more beautiful areas in San Juan del Sur.
Yeah, well, we gravitated to Nicaragua primarily for these 3 reasons. Number one, it was not overcrowded. And they hadn't changed the place to become a magnet, if you will, for retirees. So it was still authentic. So that was the first thing. Secondly, we just found the people to be absolutely friendly as can be, very warm. And the third thing is, it's actually one of the safest places in all of the Americas. It's the second safest place in the Americas, according to a recent UN report. So that's why we were attracted to it. Now, of course, there was something else. This is back now in 1999, 2000. No one else had discovered it.
Yeah.
It was still undiscovered. So oceanfront and ocean view real estate was ridiculously affordable. It's still very affordable in comparison to Costa Rica and Panama. And so for the individual that's looking for the investment opportunity, the upside potential in Nicaragua's coastal real estate is staggering right now. There's still plenty of time.
And there's plenty of time if you want to go on a discovery tour. I love what you wrote yesterday. You sent this to me, the Timber, Coconut, and Real Estate Discovery Tour, an opportunity to learn more about the remarkable transformation in a place like Nicaragua. We're going to get to the investment opportunities, but man alive, you were showing me the real estate that you bought 15 years ago, and I'm saying you were either lucky as can be or really, really smart, or a combination of the two, because for what you paid for it and now what you can offer it to potential investors who want fee simple. And I want you to explain what this means: fee simple deeded property that you own in your name.
Well, in Nicaragua, just like Costa Rica, just like most parts of the world, those countries are looking for foreign investors, and they're looking for people to invest in their economy. And so Nicaragua's real estate laws are the exact same as we have here at home. It's fee simple real estate. It's owned in your own name or in any entity that you choose. The same laws for a national are the same laws for a foreigner. And so, yeah, we were there early, and the prices were very low. They're still relatively affordable. Listen, if you can imagine the Southern California coastline 100 years ago, that's what the Nicaraguan coastline looks like right now, with nobody at all, basically, on the beaches. So it is a spectacular location. I implore you to come down and take a good, hard look. In fact, join us on the Discovery Tour. That's what the tour's for, to discover this nation. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, it's no hard sell. You're not, pitching anybody. Obviously, he doesn't need the money. He's another rich guy. It's funny, Bobby, you just book rich people on this show, and that's what I like about you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze them. When we come back, I'm going to squeeze Alex, and we're going to talk about this tour. I've been talked into bringing my guitar, all right? And I also want to talk to you because my wife wants to go to one of those fancy-dancy spas that Morgan Freeman was talking about. So I might have to come a day or two early. Is that all right?
That's fine.
All right. Stick around, folks. The Ray Lucia Show continues with Alex Wilson. By the way, if you want to get information on the Discovery Tour, go to info@precioustimber.com. info@precioustimber.com, or call 855-888-6288. You're going to learn about coconuts and being a farmland. You're going to learn about timber, and you're going to learn about oceanfront property. Unbelievable. Is it true that you can buy an oceanfront piece of property for $150,000? I'm going to ask Alex Wilson that question when we come back, so don't go away. 844-RAY-SHOW. If you want to talk with Alex, give us a buzz. I'm Ray Lucia, back in a flash.